All right, chat. Is 2v8 considered toxic? Is it survivor sided? Can killers get a dub? Can killers win the game? Right? Or do they pretty much get almost 8-man outed? I'll tell you this. The kill rates have definitely went down to 55% right now, and it's due to the 2v8. Because I will say, as a survivor man with $8,000, yes, the 2v8 mode is survivor sided. And I think that this is a dub for survivors because last 2v8 might have been a little bit more balanced, but I will say 2v8 with the instant healing to 50% if you're not healed, 50% to almost 100% immediately with your team. And this is not even just counting Swiss. I mean, I'm talking even in my matches, I'm having fun and I'm in solo queue. I never play with anyone in a 2v8 with none of my subscribers or anybody in the lobby, party chat, none of that. So I will say they definitely made this for survivor. Even with the dude, Scout is so strong and is so stupidly strong. I know that will never come to like it will never be a perk that you can have in the game. I will bet I ain't gonna bet for real, but like I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. But like y'all have to understand, like so any means it has the ability of any means as well too. But any means as a perk is really strong. It's very underrated. But to be able to repair a pallet, if you pick up a pallet and the killer finally says, okay, I'm just gonna finally break it, I'm not gonna just rely on bloodlust to try to greed, because killers can get greedy and chase too. Instead of just breaking pallets that are very strong like a god pallet, some of them will try to like just bloodlust it and hope that you make a mistake. But to be able to rebuild a pallet, that's too strong. Because, okay, eventually you might just break that god pallet. You say, I don't want to deal with that god Z no more. If I can just hit over or hit through it, whatever. But okay, if I can pick it up with any means, you'll say, okay, I'm just going to break it. But if I can rebuild it, you have no choice but to entertain that pallet. Does that make sense? The whole thing I'm saying is, I think it's toxic on both sides because now you have killers that's like, okay, well, now if we finally down that survivor that can loop us all day, or we finally get a match where we're not DCing, because killers DC too. I do have matches where there are killer bots, right? And if they get to that point where they're like, you know what, I'm just done with the instant healing with medic, I'm done with the class of scouts, I'm done with all these escapists and all of these things, and then you got survivors that's like teabagging and all these things, yeah, it can be toxic, but still keep the game mode. Please keep the game mode. Dude, I don't always play 2v8. I think 2v8 is just a good addition to add to the game for a different game mode. But I know what the devs are doing. They will never keep this. First off, just go to the nightlight.gg website and understand why they will never keep it. The kill rates have went down from 57% to 55%. That's down 2%. And the reason why is because survivors are escaping more, or at least half the time, in 2v8 than they are in just regular 1v4. And listen, I don't know if more people would just entertain and play 2v8 more. I know for me, I can't just play 2v8 all day. And the reason why is because if you also go to that website, I don't know right now if the Hunters is #1 picked, but I think the Hunters is still #1 picked in the game right now. But that's because of the 2v8. Because if you play 2v8, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a Hunters in your match. It's going to be the Hunters in the Wraith. It's going to be the Hunters in Trapper. It may be the Hunters in, Spirit. I mean, the Hunters is, you're almost guaranteed to have the Hunters. My favorite duo to face in a 2v8 is a Blight and Billy. Even if it's a Trapper and Blight, give me a Blight, okay? Please give me a Blight. Blight is very frustrating and annoying at times because to me, I've always said he's like the deadheart of all killers. Like you can outplay him, but yet he can still like catch up with you. That's exactly how killers would say, oh, I outplayed him, but he just press E or press X or whatever, platform you're on, and then you can still just like dash forward, like the old deadheart and stuff, and you live, right? But Blight is so fun, and I wish they add Oni. Oh my god, dude, Oni would be so damn fun with his rush attacks, dude. Cause like it can be like demoralizing sometimes. Like you get caught by like you're trying to run from a huntress, and then there's like the death slinger with his spear, and then like you just get double tapped immediately, which is still better than getting double tapped by the knight, because at least you can outplay both killers. The amount of time I've had killers whiff in their chases is hilarious, because these are two humans versus like an AI ghost bot that's not gonna obviously make any mistakes and can fly up and go through walls and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I just think that they need to keep it, and we all know they need to keep this game mode. But I also think that a lot of killers don't want to keep this game mode in its current state. because I think that they're gonna get tired of seeing the same class. Because virtually, I'll just say this: in any game you play, and please like, share, subscribe if you like this, if you like this commentary, and also too, this is just a quick promo. If you want to get good in chase, if you want to be able to juice up the killers like I do and make them whiff and all that good stuff, you know, dropping off a nurse in chase 1-on-1, she can't guard you if you have on the joggers, that you can't guard me joggers. Okay, you have to have that. I have to promote that. I got joggers now on the website, on the Libra God website. If you just go to the YouTube channel, just type in, you know, store, you'll be able to see hoodies, shirts, merch, all that good stuff. If you want to stay energized, you know, yeah, I don't have energy drinks, but I have a cup type shit. Like I gotta throw that in there. Obviously, I'm a businessman. I gotta throw that stuff in there. You already know how that go. But anyway, back to it. I just think that, like, no matter what game you play, you're always gonna see meta, right? It's refreshing in my opinion, though, honestly, because in 1v4 you see pain res, 1v4 you see lethal pursuer. You know killers likely gonna have it. These are meta perks, right? Same thing with, you know, survivors, win of opportunity, you know, adrenaline, all that good stuff. You know, top 10 use perks that people use. It's refreshing to play something different, but it can get frustrating going against the same duo killers. Like, I think people are always going to care more about winning than losing the game. That's just my opinion. So they're always going to try, especially in this 2v8. It's very survivor sided. But you're still going to have killers if they, like me, right? It's hard to catch me because I'm like that. But when they finally catch me, I get dry humped on the ground like this Deathslinger is doing, right? I get dry humped on the ground. And some of them try to actually bleed out these survivors and try to slug them all. They try to slug all 8 survivors. I don't know why they try to do it, but that's what they try to do it. But please, guys, let me know what you guys think. Do you think that we should keep it in its state? I think a lot of killers may not want to see 2v8 the way it is now, because or just tone down the, you know, the instant healing. Because to me, that's instant healing is even stronger than the old boons, dude. The old boons, like, if y'all remember the old circle of healing, which is why I was very annoyed, because you're thinking as a survivor, man, why would you be mad? You should be able to get all the benefits from it. Well, here's the problem. It took you away from gens. Trying to find a totem, the killer, yes, can snuff and you can reboon it, but it was just very frustrating because nobody were on gens. And even in 2v8, people still are on gens. Like, people will still leave you to die on hook and all that stuff. But with medic, the fact that you can instantly heal, that's just too strong. So they may change that if they keep it. But I will say this. The only thing that's very frustrating in 2v8, and I will close with this, you still have survivors that will not go and help you off the hook. For some reason, it's like 30 survivors standing around. I don't know why. You still have survivors that won't be on gens. And you literally can see the people aren't doing gens. For some reason, 2v8 still sort of acts like solo queue and 1v4. But that's just how I see it. But I still think that we should keep it just to change it up. Because trust me when I tell you, I get very frustrated and tired of playing 2v8. Sometimes I just want to jump on 1v4 and have that type of hell happening just like that. But other than that, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel. I share based content, based takes, discussions, and I am a survivor main. But yeah, I promise you, just watch the video, you will understand that I blame survivor more than I ever blame killer for everything. A lot of times survivors lose because they are too altruistic, and a lot of them are more toxic than the killer. But killer have definitely been very toxic during this past 2v8. But I can sort of understand why they just, a lot of time they lose in their game. So we'll definitely just say that. Other than that, catch you guys next time on the Flippity Flop. Have a blessed day, stay safe out here, and if nothing else, you know what to do. Peace.